Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. This is one of those potential game-changing moves that could really shake up the NFC North and, honestly, the entire NFC landscape. Rumors are swirling about the Houston Texans and their tight end Dalton Schultz, and how a trade might be on the horizon that could benefit the Packers in a big way. If you've been paying attention to the NFL buzz lately, you know that the Texans, sitting at 4-5, have an offense that's been struggling a bit, averaging just 7 points per game, which isn't terrible but certainly not enough to make them a real threat in the AFC South. Their attack has been a bit stagnant, and they're clearly looking to shake things up before the trade deadline, especially since they're in a bit of a rebuild mode with rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud showing some flashes but still needing a bit more support. Sources close to the situation, including insiders like Rossini, suggest that the Texans are open to moving Schultz, who's been a solid contributor this season. They're asking for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft in exchange, which is a pretty fair price considering Schultz's production and experience. The Texans are also looking to free up some cap space, around $12 million, to bolster their front seven on defense and to give Stroud some more weapons in the offseason. This move would be a clear signal that they're prioritizing a rebuild, especially with the focus on extending the contract of Collins and trying to build around their young quarterback. Now, why should the Packers be paying attention? Well, Schultz could be a perfect fit in Green Bay. Our current tight end situation has been plagued by injuries and inconsistency, which has left the team searching for that reliable red zone threat. Schultz, with his skill set, could immediately boost our offense, especially in the middle of the field. His ability to create mismatches in the intermediate routes makes him a dangerous weapon for Jordan Love, and he'd fit right into Matt LaFleur's offensive scheme. Schultz's profile is solid. In 2025, he's played 9 games, with 45 receptions on 59 targets for 438 yards, averaging nearly 10 yards per catch and nearly 49 yards per game with 1 touchdown. That's a pretty consistent production for a tight end, and he's shown very little signs of injury or decline. His career totals are impressive: over 3,0 receiving yards, 25 touchdowns, and a PFF grade of 82.5, which is top tier. He's a veteran presence with reliable hands, 0 drops in 2025, and a reputation for clutch catches, especially in the red zone. He's also been compared to some of the best in the league in terms of his reliability. Think of him as a Gronk-like presence in terms of hands and route running, but with the added ability to block effectively, grading around 70. 0 in blocking this season. This versatility makes him a very appealing pick for the Packers, who have been looking for tight end options that can both catch and block effectively. In a division where every point counts, adding someone like Schultz could be that extra edge that pushes us over the top, especially in close games. Looking at the strategic reasons behind this potential trade, the Texans are motivated by cap space and a desire to rebuild around Stroud. By moving Schultz, they clear about $12 million in cap space, which they can reinvest into their roster, especially their offensive line, which has struggled with a 36% third down conversion rate. The Texans are also focusing on extending their younger players like Collins to build around their core. Schultz, meanwhile, fits perfectly into the Packers' plans. Green Bay has roughly the same cap number, around $12 million, and they're in desperate need of a reliable red zone target. PFF grades suggest that our tight ends have been underperforming, with a grade around 72.0, and Schultz could be the guy to change that. The potential impact on the Packers' offense would be significant. We know how crucial red zone efficiency is in today's NFL, and adding Schultz could boost our red zone touchdown rate from 55% to around 70%. His presence would create mismatches, forcing defenses to adjust, and opening up more space for our receivers. His routes are precise, and he's proven to be a reliable target on third downs, adding about 1.5 yards per reception and increasing our touchdown production. Historically, tight ends like T.J. Hawkinson have boosted their team's offensive output, and Schultz has the potential to do the same for us. especially given his ability to generate yards after the catch, with an average of 4-5 yards YAC. From a broader perspective, this move could be a real boost to our overall offensive efficiency. The NFL has seen tight ends become more than just blockers and safety valves. They're now primary weapons, especially in the red zone. Schultz's proven ability to catch 76% of his targets and his reliable hands mean that he could become a go-to guy for Jordan Love, especially in crunch situations. His experience as a Pro Bowl veteran adds leadership and stability to a young offensive core. Plus, his blocking grade of 70. 0 means he's not just a receiver, he can help open lanes for our running backs as well. Now, looking at the bigger picture, there's also a lot of buzz about how this could impact the playoff race and even the Super Bowl odds. Right now, the Packers are viewed as a team on the rise, but adding a player like Schultz could give us that extra push needed to contend seriously. His impact in the red zone, where he's expected to catch around 80% of his targets, could be the X factor that takes us from a good team to a great one. Odds makers have already shifted our Super Bowl chances from plus 1,500 to plus 1,000, reflecting how much they believe that a move like this could be a catalyst for success. When you think about the parallels with players like Travis Kelce, who has transformed the Chiefs' offense into a Super Bowl-winning juggernaut, it's clear that tight end play is often the difference maker at the highest level. And let's not forget the mood in Green Bay right now. The team is hungry and motivated to build on last year's momentum. Jordan Love has shown flashes of brilliance, and with a reliable tight end like Schultz, he could unlock even more of his potential. The Packers have been looking to strengthen their offense, and acquiring Schultz would be a statement move, one that says we're serious about contending now. It also sends a message to our division rivals that the Packers are not just here to compete, but to dominate. So, in summary, this potential trade of Dalton Schultz from the Texans to the Packers could be one of those moves that define our season. It's about adding a proven, reliable weapon to our offense, boosting our red zone efficiency, and giving Jordan Love a security blanket in critical moments. The Texans might be looking to rebuild, but the Packers are looking to contend, and sometimes, a single move like this can shift the entire landscape. If the deal goes through, it could be the spark that propels us into the postseason and beyond, making a real statement that Green Bay is back in the Super Bowl hunt. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think adding Dalton Schultz would be the missing piece for us? Would you like to see the Packers pull the trigger and make this happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Let's keep the passion alive, and as always, go Pack Go.